Morning everyone. This is Gia's Academy, Rampuram, Chennai. We are giving online and offline course. Helpline is given here. This is CSCR GRF UGC NET, Life Science, Unit 4. This class is about host-parasite interaction. In this first point, what we are going to see is what is host-parasite interaction. What you are seeing here is a virus and this is a host cell. So this interaction occurs on the surface of the host cell. This is the plasma membrane and this is the virus, that is the parasite. So the interaction occurs on the host cell, surface of the host cell, okay? And many biochemical complexes, complex molecules can be found on the microbial surface like adhesins that contribute the interaction between the parasite and the host cell. What is host? Let us see. Host is an organism where the parasite grow and multiply. See, you can see here, this is the virus and it is releasing its genetic material. Inside this cell, the multiplication of the virus takes place. So, for this virus, this is the host cell. Let us see the next one, type of host. There are three types of host we can see here. Definitive host, intermediate host and paracrine host. So these three types of host are there. Let us see one by one. What is definitive host? For example, see, this is the mosquito. Mosquito is the definitive host for the plasmodium. And this is the intermediate host. Human being is the intermediate host for this plasmodium. Okay. And what is intermediate host? Let us see. See, the best example is pigs for tapeworm. Let us see here. See, this is the life cycle of tapeworm. And this is the head of the tapeworm and this is the proclotids. Proclotids in the sense matured segment of the tapeworm. Here it is each and every proclotids consists of 1,000 eggs. When it is mature, it detached from the tapeworm and excreted out in the human being. Okay, so this worm lives in the small intestine of human being. Okay, so when the feces is out, it will be taken up by the pig, and in the pig only the development of this tapeworm takes place. That is, this is the larval stage. Okay, and the larval stage, this takes place in the muscles of the pig. This larva, it forms a cyst in the muscle, and this muscle is the pig, that is pork, is taken up by the human being. So if the pork is not cooked well, then this form a cyst, it is resist to the temperature. So it goes into the human intestine and there it develops as a tapeworm. Okay, so this is the life cycle. So who is the intermediate host in the sense? The pig is the intermediate host of this tapeworm. Okay, so this is what the cycle it goes on here. So human being is the definite host and the pig is the intermediate host here. Okay, you can see this echinococcus. Echinococcus is one of the bacteria, and you can see if dog bite this one, the echinococcus from the dog transform to goat. And if it is, this goat is eaten up by the man, in the sense it is from the goat, goes to the human being. So this life cycle, it goes on. It forms a cyst. The bacteria as well as the fungi and other microorganisms, they form a cyst. So this cyst is very, very hard to the, and it is resist to the temperature. So it easily develop from the primary host to, or the definite host to intermediate host. Okay, you can see here In this, the definite host is the reptile, that is, the snake. From this, the sporocyst is excreted. See, if a snake bite or the human being eats the snake, then it moves from here to the human being body, and then it lives in the muscle. That is which muscle? In the sense cardiac muscle. Okay, sarcocyst develop in the skeletal as well as the cardiac muscle. Sarcocyst. Okay, so it comes from the reptiles. Okay, reptile bite or the human being takes the snake as food, then this one forms the sporocyst. Okay, the cycon develop in the blood vessels, then merocytes invade into the muscle of the skeletal as well as the cardiac muscle. Okay, now you can see here this fish as parenthenic coast. So now we have seen the definitive coast as well as the intermediate coast. Now let us see the next coast. It is parathenic coast. Okay, so fish A is eaten up by the fish B. So this is a small fish. This fish you can see in the stomach, it is the larva. Okay, nematode larva is there. If this is taken up by the big fish, in the sense automatically the larva from the small fish enter into the body of the big fish. Okay, so this is parathenic host. Okay, let us see the next one. How host parasitic interaction takes place. Parasites contains certain molecules which act as determinants for virulence of pathogen. These determinants allow the pathogen to invade. Okay, these are the determinants. They invade and cause the damage in host cell and break the resistance of the host. Okay, the host parasite interaction is an interrelation between the host and pathogen population. Okay, and for example, let us take pathogenic bacteria exist as obligate parasite as they can be used found associated with the host. Okay, pathogenicity island, that is PAI, play a vital role in bacterial virulence. Okay, PAI has one or more than one virulent gene. Okay, PAI means you can see here pathogenicity island. Pathogenicity island it is. So this has one or more virulent gene. These PAI are only present in the pathogen and absent in the non-pathogens. That is, all the bacteria are not or all the microorganisms are not virulent. Okay, some are act as pathogen and some are non-pathogen. So this PAI is present only in the pathogens and not present in the non-pathogens. Okay, so these occupy large genomic region and most located in the adjacent to tRNA. Okay, now let us see here types of interaction between the host and the parasite. See, what you are seeing here is the microorganisms. Okay, there are two types of microorganisms or the host and parasite relationship. There are two types of relationship. One is positive interaction and another one is negative interaction. What is positive interaction? In the sense symbiotic association or mutualism, like common microflora of the body. See, you can see here there are some microorganisms. Some are present in the stomach and some are in the different regions, the microorganisms present. Okay, in small intestine as well as the large intestine as well as the stomach, if you see, there are good microorganisms present. Okay, so they do the positive interaction. Okay, these some microbes are very important for the digestion of the food. So they are having a positive interaction with the human being. Okay, and let us see what is negative interaction. Parasitism, that is Two types of parasitism we can see here. One is exoparasite and endoparasite. What is ectoparasite? Ectoparasites are this one, tick, lice and fleas. They are present outside the body. And endoparasites are the hookworm, bibworm, roundworm, tapeworm. These are all present inside the body. Okay, so they are called as endoparasite and these are called as ectoparasite. Okay, and this is also the microbe, that is the bacteria, which is very useful bacteria in human body. Okay, so types of interaction, if you see, there are two types. One is positive interaction and another one is negative. Positive in the sense which is useful microorganisms present in the human body. Negative in the sense harmful organisms present in and out of human body. Not only in human, all the other organisms also. What you are seeing here is dermatophyte fungi. And this is the flu virus. This is a pathogen. Okay. And this is dermatophyte bacteria. They cause disease on skin. And next one, let us see strategy of host parasite relationship. There are two strategies are there. One is invasion of parasite. Another one is resistance or defense mechanism which by the host body. Okay. So invasion of the parasite, if you see here, the mosquito bites in the sense from the mosquito the pathogens are entering inside. Okay. That is plasmodium are entering inside and which causes the malaria. Okay, so this is so the invasion in the sense entering in the host body is called as invasion of the parasite. Okay, so in the host body what is happening in the sense multiplication of this parasite, this plasmodium occurs and then which moves from the one cell to another and cause the disease, that is the malaria. Okay, and next one, if you see the resistance and defense mechanism in the sense sometimes if this enter in the sense the immune system kills this microorganism. Okay, either it may be a fungi or virus or bacteria or whatever it may be, it kills. So that is called as the body resists to that particular disease. Okay, so that mechanism is called as defense mechanism. This is not only in animals but also in plants this takes place. You can see here, see the mosquito bite. So when the mosquito bite, the sporozoids which enter into the blood vessel, okay, bloodstream, and it is invade in the bloodstream, which one is sporozoids. Okay, then it enter into the liver cells, there it replicates. Okay, and it forms the merozoids. The sporozoids converted into merozoids in the liver. Then it enter into the gametocytes. Okay, gametocytes. So you can see here in hepatitis which release the merosomes and the merozoites. Okay, then this merozoites invade in the RBC, then to the asexual reproduction which takes place in the RBC, and then some of the merozoites develop into male as well as the female. So they may reproduce through the sexual reproduction. Then it enters these gametocytes taken up by the mosquito. When the mosquito bite this human being, then this gametophyte enter into the mosquito and these gametophytes fuse to form the motile zygote. Then this forms into oocyte in the midgut of the mosquito. Okay, then the sporozoids are released and travel to the salivary gland of the mosquito, and when this mosquito bite again the another person in the sense from the salivary gland the sporozoids enter into the human being. So this is the life cycle. Okay, so how the defense mechanism, this is how this mosquito spread this sporozoid from human to human. Okay, so some people this may replicate in a numerous way and this causes the disease in human being, and all the human beings are not susceptible to malaria. Some are defense against this one. How this takes place in the sense, if these sporocytes which enter into this in the sense, there will be phagocytes. Okay, these phagocytes engulf these microorganisms and see, for example, if it is entering into the RBC in the sense, Okay, these infected RBCs are engulfed by this by this by this macrophage through phagocytosis and completely demold this one. Okay, completely destruct this RBC, infected RBC, or else the T cells will be released out and affect the particular organism. Okay, disease causing organism. It kills the disease causing organism. This way our body protect our body from different pathogens. Okay, either the infected cells will be engulfed by the macrophage through phagocytosis, or the T cells or other immunocytes will be produced out to kill the particular phagocytes or any disease causing organism in our body. Okay, and in a host parasite relation, what we can see in the sense, when the parasite is able to grow and multiply within the host, this stage is called as infection. So what is called as infection? First the parasite enter into the body, then it grow inside the body and cause the disease. That is called as infection. Okay, see, any flu virus enter into the human body in the sense, that flu virus first enter, then it replicate inside. So there will be so many flu virus. So the T cells or other immune cells are unable to kill all the one immediately. So the person is infected with the flu virus. Okay, so that is called as infection. So what is infection? Boarding, lodging and multiplication of the parasite into the host body is termed as infection. When it affects the function of the host body, which is known as disease. See, if the flu virus affects the body, the human is unable to do any work. He feels very tired and he lay down on the bed. So we come to know that that person is affected by some disease. So immediately we take the person to the doctor and we finalize. The doctor will diagnose the disease and give the proper medicine. Okay, so infection in the sense, the boarding, the lodging and the multiplication of parasite is called as infection. Then pathogenicity. What is pathogenicity? Ability of the parasite causing disease is known as pathogenicity. Ability of the parasite. So this is known as ability of the parasite which is causing the disease is known as pathogenicity. What is virulence? Virulence in the sense, the degree of pathogenicity. Okay, is known as virulence. Degree in the sense, sometimes susceptible to less virulence, or if it's susceptible to, see for example, fever causes for 1 or 2 days, in the sense it is the degree of pathogenicity is less. Okay, if it is for 1 week, in the sense it is somewhat. If it is continuously for 2 or more weeks, in the sense the degree of virulence is very, very high. Okay, let us see this infection in invertebrates. Okay, so the pathogens enter through the mouth and transverse gut of this epithelium. It affects in many areas and cause the disease or damage of the whole body of the invertebrates. Okay, you can see in this picture the host parasite interaction, how it takes place in the sense. See the host, this is the host cell, that is the digestive tract. The pathogen is invading inside. This is called as early infection. It multiplies, okay, multiplies, and this is advanced infection. That is, this microbe is divide, and it forms many microbes. So all these microorganisms which damage the host cell. Okay, due to this, what will happen in the sense, tissue wasting, anorexia, weight loss, anemia and cell depletion. Okay, this is happening in kidney as well as spleen cells. Okay, the scarce immune response, in the sense, if the immune response is little, in the sense the effect of the pathogens will be more. Okay, so due to the effect of these pathogens, These pathogens, they completely destroy the healthy cells. Due to that, the tissues will be wasted and the person is susceptible to the anorexia or the weight loss or anemia, as well as the completely the cell depletion takes place in a particular organ. Okay, so this is one of the host parasite interaction takes place in kidney as well as the spleen. Okay, so thank you so much. Send this video to your friends, those who are preparing for the CSER net. Thank you.